Hello, beautiful soul. I'm Sharon Svensson, Svensson Hypnosis, and welcome to my series, What Hypnosis Is and What Hypnosis Isn't, as told from the perspective of a hypnotist. I've been practicing close to 18 years. I have worked with over 2,000 plus clients. And one of the questions or the misconceptions that crop up again and again is that hypnosis is magic. Is it magic? That it can create miracles. And clients will come in and think that it's going to be this magic pill that maybe just bops them on the head, and then they walk away free of the issue, free of the challenge. And you know what? Sometimes hypnosis can be like that. I have seen people that have suffered with migraine headaches for years come in for one session and then be free of it. But usually the case is that it takes more than one session. Just like, for instance, if you have been suffering from a chronic condition, if you have a big challenge or problem in your life, it's going to take some time and sessions. So, for instance, you wouldn't go to the gym and do one workout and then be disappointed that, well, or maybe you would, that you didn't have that beach body or that you weren't the bodybuilder that you wanted to be. Well, it is the same with hypnosis. I've heard a client who, yeah, I came for one session and, it just didn't work for me, where they might ignore the comfort or the relief that they received. So, for instance, I think of one client that had a incurable illness that was progressively getting worse, was at the point where he was mostly bedridden. And he came with expectations of, oh my gosh, it would be so nice if I just got some relief. So his expectations were pretty low. And that was one of the first things he experienced. And he allowed himself to appreciate those positive changes. And from that, those were the building blocks that added to his eventual reclaiming of his life and being free of the discomfort that people will think for some reason they're not going to take action, that somehow they'll just be bopped on the head and it will lead them to having that beach body, having that successful business, having that release of a health condition. And you know what? It is like that, instantaneous. But I think about, for instance, I've had a couple people that have come in and been free of cigarettes, and others where it took time because they hadn't reached that point where they were completely on board with releasing and letting it go. That along the way, the challenges are our opportunities. Those problems or unwanted conditions can open us up to live bigger, more engaging, joyful, and zestful lives when we let them. So, for instance, I think of a woman, she came to me for alcoholism. It had completely ruined her life in so many different ways, from losing her job, her driver's license, being threatened with jail time, being threatened by her significant other to be kicked out to the curb. It didn't happen overnight. We worked together for a year and a half, and not just letting go of the alcohol and becoming sober, but becoming more alive and joyful. And it took time. I have seen again and again where I might work with a client for a short time and they release one bad habit and they just replace it with another. And you don't want that. So that it can be really miraculous if you train yourself up to appreciate the incremental successes along the way, the positive things that have unfolded. For instance, I think of one woman, I gave her a session for losing weight with I give people get recordings of their hypnosis meditations from the session, and she did follow up, and she was faithful. She said she listened to it every day. I'd recommended 3 months, and she did. But she's like, oh, I don't think it was successful. And when we started to sift through it on a follow-up call, she saw how every single suggestion that was given in that recording unfolded and happened. But she was thinking, yes, but it led me to my own inspired actions. Yes, yes. I think of another woman who I'd worked with, and she had wanted to lose weight and she had started to lose weight. But again, she had said, yeah, I don't think you really helped me, because how I lost the weight was I did Weight Watchers and I started to work out at the gym. Yes, it's like it can lead you to be able to follow through, to find your solutions, your answers, because I am not here to guide you to what you should do or your path. That it can unfold in all kinds of different ways. I have seen clients come to me where they had a belief in Western medicine, and I help them to let go of the worries, the concerns, the anxieties, the fears. And then all of a sudden, that medication started to work. Wow. Others that they felt a very strong path to go an alternative method and way, so that it's not going to just bop you on the head. Though I have seen, so for instance, I think of one client who came to me for, I think it was like 3 or 4 sessions, because I like to do those follow-ups to make sure that we pull up the weeds, not just by the tops, but that we pull up the roots so they don't come back. And she came for fear of heights. She was going to be going on, I think it was donkey. They were backpacking in the Grand Canyon. It was kind of a lifetime opportunity. And she was able to get there pretty quickly because she had a lot of wisdom around that we lined up with. I think of another woman who she had a phobia of roaches that were preventing her from living in a country that she wanted to move back to. And she was able to get to that place in one session, but then it started to come back. Well, she had her follow-up hypnosis meditation to listen to, because that's our opportunity if things start to come back. Not that it didn't work. Oh, that it's like I used to go to the gym and I worked out for 3 months and I really saw a beautiful difference in my energy level and beautiful unfoldings. But then we get out of the habit of doing it. It doesn't mean that the exercise didn't work. So to go back to that hypnosis meditation, to do those sessions that kind of peel that layer of the onion back, so that, yes, I think hypnosis is a beautiful, magical tool that can fast forward the positive change, but it's not like this get quick fix. It's an empowering tool to help you remember and follow through with the things that do work. Again and again, I found from clients where, oh, I felt more energized and I felt mentally healthier when I was doing these things in my life. Well, then start to do those things in your life that bless you and work. And that's where hypnosis can support and help you out to let go of those attachments to patterns of thought and patterns of habit that lead you astray, and to really be able to highlight the things that bless and serve you, so that, to me, it's more exciting of, wow, this is a tool of empowerment. This helps me line up with my wisdom. This helps me let go of fixating and focusing on those patterns of thought and habit that don't serve me. So I hope this has been supportive and helpful. I do packages. You can sign up for an individual session if you'd like to explore and check me out. Go to my website, SvensonHypnosis.com. I think hypnosis can be an awesome tool, whether you use it in conjunction with another therapy or treatment, that can positively change your life. Blessings and love. So again, check me out at SvensonHypnosis.com. If you'd like to have a one-on-one call, email me and we'll line up a chat on Zoom or by phone, and we can talk about how hypnosis might help and support you. So SvensonHypnosis@gmail.com. Blessings and love.